Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Talking TVL. I'm your digital host, Breona Winn, and if you don't know what this is our pre-show to the lifestyle show called Tennessee Valley Living, which airs every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Happy Friday. Can I just say, on a personal note, I have had the best week in a long time, okay? Work is going well. My family is doing well. God is great. What more can I say? So I'll just say I am happy this morning, and I hope and pray that you all are feeling similar, the same, okay? Let me say, yesterday on the show, we learned how to make the perfect sourdough starter with Lauren Pierce from Orange Blossom Bakery. I have the video for you. It's the full interview because she is so sweet. And I will say this before I forget. She is at the Providence Farmers Market every Saturday. I believe she said it opens at 8 a.m. And then after her interview, she told me and a couple producers, she was like, I'm going to make some vanilla rolls, like orange rolls, like cinnamon rolls. I'm going to make some vanilla rolls with Madagascar vanilla, and I'm going to set you some on the side. So you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be at the Providence Farmers Market tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. sharp to get those rolls. I'm so excited. But without further ado, this is Lauren.
Has taken over nearly every American kitchen. We are talking about sourdough bread. Can you make it yourself? Are you a little intimidated? How long exactly does this take? Well, this morning we have an expert here to answer all those questions and more, sharing her secrets of sourdough. Lauren of Orange Blossom Bakery joining us now in our TVL kitchen. Lauren, sister, welcome. Loving our little matching aprons. We are ready to get started. First, I want to chat. Orange Blossom, you are an in-home bakery serving up curated artisan goods. Tell me a little bit about your were you always into this, or did you just jump on the bread craze more recently when like the rest of America started getting interested?
About 2 years ago, I received a KitchenAid mixer for Christmas, as every woman would love.
Right.
Perfect Christmas gift. And then I just decided I would make bread, and I made regular bread, but I have digestive issues. And I did some research and found out that sourdough has so many health benefits. Wow. So I started making that, and once I did that, the health benefits are just really great, and I've just stuck with it.
Wow, good for you. Who would have known? A KitchenAid started it all. And again, you're sharing some of those secrets you've since learned in the last few years on TVL. Again, we know that sourdough starts with a starter.
It does.
What exactly does that mean? You say you got to keep your starter happy, right? How are we first kind of putting this together and making it up in our kitchen?
Okay, excellent. So let me just grab.
Okay.
This here is my starter.
Okay, and you make this yourself?
Yes. This was fed yesterday. I treat it it's a living thing. It's full of yeast and live bacteria. So this is a sourdough starter that is large and healthy and very, very fermented.
So what are kind of the basic, how do we get to this point? Because you've already made this and kept it happy, but what do we do to get there?
So I brought us each a jar, so you can actually take this home and keep it and everything.
Perfect.
Okay, so what we have here is going to be unfiltered, filtered water and unbleached bread flour.
Okay.
Don't ever use sink water. And don't use don't use flour that is not unbleached.
Okay.
The chlorine.
Those are keys.
Yes, the chlorine in the tap water will actually kill the good stuff in your starter. So use filtered water. And a secret to that is you can actually pour some tap water in a container that has a lid open, a breathable top.
Okay.
In 24 hours, the chlorine will be evaporated, and you can use that water as well.
So we don't have to get like a Brita necessarily or bottled water?
No.
Just
You
let
don't
it evaporate
have to.
on its own.
Yes. Okay.
Good to know.
So the magic number is 60.
Okay.
Every day for the first 7 days, you're going to add 60 grams of your unbleached flour.
Okay.
And of your filtered water. And
are we putting that just on the scale, or do we put it in the jar?
We're going to put it in our jar, and also I recommend a kitchen scale. It's just the best way to do precise measurements, and I found in this whole sourdough journey, the kitchen scale is my best friend. So I highly recommend it. So then we'll put 60 grams of flour in your jar.
I don't even know how much.
Oh, just keep on pouring.
She's like, you're nowhere near 60.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, all right. So we're
just
doing
keep on
this.
going.
And you mentioned too, as I do this, Lauren, you said health benefits. What were some drastic changes you just saw in your life when it comes to sourdough?
Great, thank you so much. So first off, I was having some pre-diabetic issues, and I learned that sourdough actually lowers your blood sugar. One piece of sourdough bread with a meal can actually like lower the blood sugar for your entire meal.
on its own.
Yes,
unbelievable.
Yes, and because the yeast is natural, it's very acidic. The bread is very acidic, so it doesn't go bad as long as you package it or keep it the way I'll let you know. Yes,
it's
correct.
Good to go.
Yes.
I got it at exactly 60, Lauren.
Perfect.
Oh,
okay.
it just went to 61.
Nope, don't worry about
60.
it.
It was 60.
It was. Okay, so now you'll do your 60 grams of your water.
Okay. And so you clear it out every time for people who don't want to do math and like add it together.
Yes,
right?
I recommend tearing. If you want to add 60 and then to 120, it's just personal preference. I just like to keep it precise. It's okay.
I did too much, Lauren.
No, that's okay.
I got too water happy with that.
No, it's okay. Let's see what we can do really
She's
quick.
like, girl, you're fired. Okay,
No,
maybe though, too,
you're
is
all
the
right.
ratio always 60-60? I mean, if we go too much,
yes,
we could just do
let me
120 to 120 maybe?
Let me explain that really quick. So the first 7 days when you're making your starter, okay, no, it needs to be exact. Now when it becomes something like this, a full grown big mama, then you can estimate a little more, but you're gonna, that's for you.
Great, and just stir it up here?
Yeah,
okay,
you can
so
just
we
take
got
it
our
off of here.
60.
Yes.
And you say we put this in the refrigerator at some point?
No, we're gonna put it on our counter.
Outside.
And I recommend a breathable lid. You can use the lid for the mason jar if you like, but just make sure it's not screwed on. I wouldn't leave it open because it will develop a crust.
Beautiful.
But something like this here, actually I'll put
like
it on
your
jar.
Sock for your little mason jar. How beauty and perfect, and there we have our starter.
Yes.
Lauren, you are so great. I feel like we could have just kept chatting forever. We've got our base, our starter, and from there you can make sourdough. I'll wrap with one more time again. Tell us who you are, Orange Blossom, where we can find some great goodies and shop right here again in North Alabama.
Yes, I'm Lauren Pierce. I'm at Providence Market every Saturday, and I'm on Facebook, Orange Blossom Bakery. Please reach out to me. I do pre-orders and special orders and small batch goods.
All the things. She's so great at it. Lauren, thank you again so much. Our little baby starter is going to grow up to be so.
She is precious. Again, so sweet and just so kind, and I cannot wait to stop by her booth tomorrow at the Providence Farmers Market, and I pray and hope that you all do the same, okay? All right, so we're going to just jump right in to what's happening today on TVL. So you see this beautiful picture of these lovely ballerinas. Well, the Huntsville Ballet is going to be performing the Swan Lake once again next week, April 18th through the 20th at the Mark C. Smith Concert Hall. So today they are going to come on the show to talk a little bit about this year's performance, kind of what they've been doing to get prepared, all the things, and really quickly, let's just take a look back in the past, shall we? Okay, last year, Peyton went to rehearsals for Swan Lake. We made a little Instagram reel of her dancing front and center, just, pretending to be one of the main people in Swan Lake. And now, mind you, I've never seen the show, which I will be seeing it hopefully soon. Anyways, we posted the video on Instagram. The video is now, I checked this morning, at almost 600,000 views, but the comments are ruthless, okay? These people are literally, and Peyton will tell you this, and I'm sure she'll say it today just because it's about that time of the year. She was just good enough for people to think that she was real, like an actual dancer, but like bad enough as well. I don't know, it's like the perfect combo, but the comments are full of like real life ballet dancers, and they're like, why is she front and center, or like what, all these things. I don't know. We laugh about it here at the station because it is quite hilarious. But anyways, I do have the full video of her at rehearsals last year, so let's check that out.
Swan Lake is actually one of the most beautiful ballets there is, and the music is by Tchaikovsky. And
same as Nutcracker.
Same as Nutcracker, and what a score it is. And one of the most exciting thing about the dancers and us doing Swan Lake is that we're going to have a live orchestra made up of community members. So that's what's extra special about this spring performance.
The process is a little daunting, actually. As you can see behind me, I have girls that are shorter, girls that are taller, girls in between, and they all have to move as one. So getting some to hold back, getting some to push more than they're used to, and be aware of each other is truly the challenge. It makes it harder than doing a solo. There's this constant pressure to push and to grow and to push these guys into dancers they didn't know they could be. So, and that in turn, hopefully will give Huntsville an amazing show.
Of course, every ballet has a particular look to it, and Swan Lake is really a white ballet for the most part. I mean, everybody's got to look like a swan. I mean, not technically a swan, but for instance, the bodices give you that feathery look. So the funny thing is that the minute we walked off of stage for Nutcracker, we ripped, these used to be snow, so we ripped all of the embellishments off and started turning snow into swans. And it took us a while, but now we have 20 swans. Remember, you're in costume?
Right.
You can't sit down?
No.
Can't eat anything?
Never.
Only drink water? Okay.
So you're gonna step on your right and point your left, just like that.
Perfect.
And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So that's just the feet. Down, yes, down, up. Yeah.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, down, up, and through.
Okay.
4 times. And through, 7, 8, down. And other way, and. Chins up, and saute. So everyone runs to these positions.
Okay.
Your feet are 6th position or parallel, and you're up on releve, heels as far away from the floor as possible. We're gonna flap. When you flap, I want your arms slightly in front of you, and then they're gonna pull back. Yes, resistance like you're in the water, for real.
Right. We're swans.
Up, down, 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 up, down. Yes! Just like that. Chin lifted to the balcony. Yes. Yes. Keep your wrists in front of your shoulders, because if you pull back, guess what?
We'll fall.
Yes, you will.
I'm learning so much. Technique
Yes.
is key.
And then front, and then back. And they
Okay.
just keep switching. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, and then they're gonna pull you. Just like that!
That was it. That was it.
Okay, that is again from last year's video. Hilarious. I have not seen that in forever. Peyton, if you're watching, you looked amazing, sister. Graceful as always, beautiful. You fit the part, okay? So make sure you watch the show today at 11:15-ish. We're gonna speak or hear from the ballet dancers themselves, and again, just hear how they've been getting ready for this year's show. Okay. Moving right along, content creators, we know this, we know this, we love it, okay? It is the new norm as of a few years ago, especially when it comes to career-wise and whatnot. And the cool thing about it to me is that anyone can do it. All you really need is your phone, right? So you can be a TikToker, a little YouTuber, even a podcaster. And if that is something that you're wanting to step into the podcast world, today is a great day to watch the show. We've got Tim Miller and JQ Ellis. They're going to be in the studio today with all of the tips and tricks that we need in order to start our own podcast. So we're talking equipment, we're talking the difference between a podcast versus a vodcast, which I don't know the actual answer, but in my head, podcast I'm thinking is strictly audio. Vodcast has the video and audio, which I feel like vodcasts are definitely, if I have the definition correctly, okay, vodcasts are definitely hip. They're in. It's when you can literally sit here just as I'm talking to you right now, and you can see my face. That's how people are doing videos now. And I'm thinking Carl Prather and Patrick, they have a podcast here at WAFF 48, but it's like a vodcast because you can see their face as well. So that's what I'm thinking that is. And today, again, we're covering all of the topics. So make sure you're tuning in around 11:30 for that interview. And then last but not least, Joy Hazelden. She is a member of the University of Alabama's women wheelchair basketball team. She's hopping on Zoom with Peyton today to talk about the team being national champions for the 5th year in a row. Roll Tide Roll. Okay, Blitz Bama Blitz. Let me tell you, if you didn't know, I always, any opportunity to plug my school, I'm going to do it. Okay, I went to school at the University of Alabama for 4 years. Okay, public relations, communications minor, and when I say I love this school down, I do. This is where legends are made, Roll Tide. So we're excited to talk to Joy today on Zoom and hear all about the team's success. All right, that is it. That is all. Thank you so much for listening to me yap today for a good 17 minutes. But hear me, okay, at 10:30. Make sure you tune back in on Facebook, whether you're watching Facebook, YouTube, WAFF.com, because at 10:30 you're going to hear from the meteorologist today to hear an update on the weather, kind of talk about what happened last night a little bit, as well as what you can expect for today and the weekend. So, but just in case you miss the 10:30 stream, they also go live tonight at 9:30. So different opportunities to hear from our meteorologist today. And with that being said, that's it. Have an amazing weekend, okay? Go enjoy the sunshine and be great. I will see you Monday for another episode of Talking TVL.